Adrian, you wanted to talk about age gap relationships.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we can chat openly about it. I'm in an age gap relationship now, and I was curious if there's anyone else at the table that has, or if they had thoughts on whether it's good or bad, or maybe any negative benefits. I think there's pros and cons for it. I don't think mine is necessarily a con, but I was just curious to your guys' thoughts on it.
What is your gap?
13 years.
Who's older?
You're 31?
Yep, so he's 44.
Okay. Anybody object to that relationship?
No, I was in
If
a...
that's what works for her, that's what works for her.
Oh, speaking of which, well, does anybody object to that age gap relationship?
No,
You said it was 11?
20-year age gap relationship.
Yeah.
20 year, yeah, same. Yeah.
Do we think that it could be... Do you think because obviously I'm older, he's older, it's okay, but it would be different if I was like, 18, 19?
Absolutely.
No, I was in a relationship with a 26-year-old when I was 18, and then I was in a relationship with a 45-year-old when I was 22. But yeah, no, I don't see any problem as long as it's 18 up, 18, and that's what it is. That's, yeah.
You have a problem with that, don't you?
Yes.
Bree?
It's weird. I was with somebody, I had turned 18 like 3 days into turning 18, and he was 33, and I feel like he saw a vulnerable young girl and was like, this girl's easy to convince to do whatever I want. And I think that's how most of them see it. So I think that's not good. But your situation is different because you're 31. So at that age, it's like, okay.
So do you think that it should be illegal, or it's just like yucky?
It's just yucky. It's not
You wouldn't
illegal.
change the law or anything like that?
No, I just think it's kind of like, oh, like why
Gives
are you
her the
going?
ick.
And I know a lot of celebrities, and they have like these secret parties, and they pick up I can't say names, but they pick up girls that are just turned 18, 19-year-old girls, and they're 40, 45, 50, like they're big name people, and there's not a single girl in there that's over 23.
So you don't like how it feels, but you don't think, why not just change the law then? Why not just make it illegal? Do you think that 18-year-old girls can't consent?
I just feel like they're so young that it's easy to convince them to do what you want them to do. And
So should
I
you
saw
push the age of consent up?
Wouldn't it keep going up and up eventually?
Yeah.
Like it would keep...
Yeah,
I
like
think
I
it's
feel
like
like
partially
I'm 21
that.
and then...
And there's like a lot of things that make somebody vulnerable or easy to manipulate. Like age is just one factor, and like creepy men, creepy women, creepy people will be creepy to vulnerable people no matter like what is making them vulnerable.
Right.
So even if you just take access away from like very young people who want to be creeps, people who want an unfair power dynamic in their relationship, like they will still seek out somebody that they feel they have some upper hand on.
Would you guys feel the same if it was a guy that was 18?
Yeah.
If it was a guy that was 18?
It's still weird. Yeah, it's still weird.
What's the age where it starts to get weird?
Like
Like an 18-year-old
like
guy
the age
dating
gap or age, because I think it's kind of relative.
Yeah, the gap
to
kind of
how
changes as
old
you get older.
I mean, like
Yeah.
Elvis was dating Priscilla when she was 15, and that was
shit
like
was
way back
weird.
then, right?
What do you think
So
is
it's been like, it's kind of been like that for a long time, especially in Hollywood.
But like an
stuff
18-year-old
that.
guy can date a 30-year-old, and that's weird, or no?
I don't think
like,
that's weird.
like,
I don't
it's
think
like-
I did it. Yeah, I
50?
was the pursuer. I was chasing after them, and they were like surprised. I was like, after the 40-year-old, and I'm like, no, I want a 40-year-old. They're like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about, and that's what I want.
That is
There
weird.
are
exactly,
18-year-old mature women,
Yeah.
and then there are 18-year-old like naive and malleable
Correct.
women, and like
I
it
definitely agree
exists.
with that.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I knew
Now,
what I wanted.
it's going to be more likely that an 18-year-old is more innocent and vulnerable than a 25 or 30-year-old. I agree, but that it's like even if you have that feeling, okay, do you change the law then, or do you just like feel weird about it?
I just think that we should all agree that it's weird. You
I
don't
don't-
have to change the law.
I don't think it's
what do you-
weird. I think...
I think like Drea Michelle, she's like 44 dating like a 21-year-old NBA guy. That is so weird.
What if the 18-year-old was pursuing after the 40-year-old? Like, is that like weird? Like, what if the 40-year-old's like, whoa, I'm surprised you really like me. No, I really do.
Why does
Like,
the 40-year-old why would the 40-year-old look at a little 18-year-old and be like, yes, this is exactly
I mean,
what I want.
what if
you're
I
saying
feel like
the
it's
40-year-old's the
Shield's
guy?
choice?
Guy, girl, whatever.
I mean, look, obviously everybody's different, so there can be like a busted 18-year-old, and there could be somebody that's like, beautiful and like awesome personality, whatever. But generally speaking, guys prefer younger women because it like, it evokes a biological response to like, what's the word? I guess you could say purity, I mean, like,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And that's generally speaking going to be more attractive to men. I don't know why. I mean, if I was a 18-year-old, I mean, guys fetishize older women too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, MILFs.
Yeah.
Love the MILFs.
Yeah, so 18-year-old might be with a 45-year-old woman too. I don't think there's like a big deal in that though.
Well, I'm 22 and I have a lot of 19-year-old and 20-year-old guys that it's usually 19 or 20-year-old guys that want me, and I just can't do it. Like, I'm.
You don't like young guys or what?
It's just weird. It feels.
That's only
weird.
3 years younger than you.
I know, and
She
imagine
would be a predator if she
it's not
dated a
predator,
guy
it's
who's just a
like,
year or two
I just
younger.
Most
see
girls
it.
like older guys anyway.
I don't relate to a little
Like older than them.
19-year-old.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I
the
wouldn't say
age
that. I think some
cap
women like
should be
younger
for an
guys.
18-year-old
Yeah?
to date.
Yeah.
Maybe after they hit a certain age.
18-year-old max should be like
don't know.
25. 25 max for an 18-year-old. That's
Interesting.
not bad.